Good, happy Thursday morning, March 24, 2022. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Thursday morning edition of your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started right now. First up, Executive Council denies commutation hearing request made by Pamela Smart. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Let's go, toast. Right here. Right here. Let's go.
Decades after the murder of her husband, Pamela Smart has once again been denied a chance at freedom. Executive counselors unanimously turned down her request for a commutation hearing.
I'm absolutely convinced there is no evidence or argument that rises to the level of granting the commutation request of Pam Smart.
I believe that a commutation request is an extraordinary remedy and due under extraordinary circumstances, which I do not find here.
This was Smart's third time asking for a hearing to reduce her life sentence for her role in the 1990 murder of her husband, Greg Smart. She says she's accepted responsibility.
She's pointed the finger everywhere else but herself, and only recently has she started, it appears, to take some responsibility for her actions, but at least the level of that responsibility is unclear.
In a statement, a spokeswoman for Smart says the denial of the request for a hearing was disappointing. Evidence presented in the petition on Pamela Smart's behalf was overwhelming, and any fair reading of it by fair-minded persons would have resulted in a hearing.
I mean, the only evidence of an injustice is what happened to the victim and his family. This is a situation where the petitioner coerced teenagers to do her bidding, which was to kill her husband so she could avoid the financial consequences of a divorce.
And the Attorney General's office says Smart could ask again for a hearing in about 2 years. Reporting live in Concord, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Police looking for man seen on video taking tip jar from Hillsborough store. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hillsborough police are looking for the man seen on video taking a tip jar. This happened at Cat's Country Corner store today. Police say the suspect was seen driving away in a dark blue Chrysler Grand Voyager towards Henniker.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright dies from cancer at 84. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Madeleine Albright's road to Washington was a long one. She and her family fled the former Czechoslovakia in 1939, finding a home in the United States 9 years later. Albright earned her Ph.D., learned several languages, and eventually took a position as professor of international affairs at Georgetown University. She was appointed U.S. ambassador to the United Nations under President Bill Clinton, and then cemented her place in history, becoming the first ever female U.S. Secretary of State in 1997.
Well, today there are a lot of women leaders in politics, and I think she really led the way in showing people that you could go across the world and meet with world leaders, and as a female, do so very successfully.
Albright was a supporter of Hillary Clinton and made many trips to New Hampshire, especially during presidential primaries, remembered as being gracious with her time.
She was here in 2007 and spent a lot of time here with our students, really talking to them about foreign policy. I mean, imagine a former Secretary of State working hand-in-hand with college students.
New Hampshire Senators Jean Shaheen and Maggie Hassan reacting to the news. Shaheen saying her life epitomizes the American dream, and she never let anyone lose sight of that. And Hassan recounting, when I was first elected to the Senate, she took the time to meet with me and provide mentorship and counsel, something she did for countless women in public service. And Albright once told the New York Times that young women could build on the progress made only if women help each other. And for those that do that, she said, there will always be a special place of honor. Madeleine Albright was 84 years old. Live in Manchester, Jason King, WMUR News.
So what does Zoom mean to me?
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Have a great rest of your day.